Have you ever noticed how entrepreneurs spend hours brainstorming business names, only to spend about 30 seconds checking whether they can actually use them? It's kind of backwards when you think about it, because your business name isn't just a creative decision, it's a legal decision. And if you get it wrong, you can waste weeks of work before your company even officially exists. Imagine this. You finally come up with the perfect name. You buy the domain, you design the logo, you create social media accounts, you even start telling people about your upcoming business. Everything feels exciting, everything feels real. Then you go to register your company in Arkansas and you find out someone else already owns a similar name or worse. The state rejects your filing because the name isn't distinguishable enough. Now you're not launching a business, you're starting over. Hi, my name is Bobby Casey. I'm the founder of BusinessAnywhere.io. I'm an international tax lawyer, and for more than 20 years, I've helped entrepreneurs start businesses, structure companies, and avoid costly mistakes that can slow down growth before it even begins. And today, I want to walk you through one of the simplest but most important things you can do before filing your Arkansas LLC or corporation and Arkansas business entity search. But instead of simply showing you where to click, I want to explain how smart entrepreneurs use this process to protect their future brand, because that's really what this is about, protecting your future. Now let's start with something that surprises a lot of people. A business entity search isn't actually about finding exact matches. Most people think that's the goal. It's not. The real goal is identifying conflicts, because from the state's perspective, two names don't have to be identical to create a problem. They just have to be similar enough to confuse people. For example, let's say somebody already owns a business called Natural State Marketing Solutions, and you want to register Natural State Digital Marketing. Different names, right? Well, maybe. But the Arkansas Secretary of State might see those names as too similar. And if they do, your filing could be delayed or rejected. That's why smart business owners don't just search for exact names. They search for related names too. Now, when you access the Arkansas Secretary of State Business Database, you'll have the ability to search registered entities. And here's where most people make their first mistake. They type in their exact business name. They don't see a match, and they assume they're safe. Don't do that. Instead, think like an investigator. Break your business name into pieces. Search the main words individually. Search shortened versions. Search similar phrases. Search variations. Let's say your company is called Ozark Creative Ventures. Instead of searching only that phrase, try searching Ozark Creative Ventures, Ozark Creative, and even similar combinations. The goal isn't simply finding duplicates. The goal is understanding the competitive landscape of names already registered in Arkansas. Now, once the search results appear, take your time reviewing them. Don't just glance at the list. Look carefully. Are there businesses that sound similar? Are there businesses using the same core keywords? Would a customer potentially confuse the two names? Because if the answer is yes, the state might see it the same way. And this is where many entrepreneurs save themselves a lot of headaches. Now, another thing you'll notice is that not every company listed has the same status. Some businesses are active, some have dissolved, others may show inactive status. And here's an important detail. Inactive doesn't automatically mean available. A lot of entrepreneurs assume that if a company isn't operating anymore, the name is free. That isn't always true. Certain names may still have restrictions attached to them. So if you find a business that's very close to your desired name, don't automatically assume you can move forward without further review. Now let's shift gears for a moment and talk about naming requirements, because even if your name appears available, Arkansas still has rules. For example, LLCs generally need to include LLC or limited liability company. Corporations typically require identifiers like corporation, incorporated, or Inc. And then there are restricted words. Terms such as bank, insurance, or trust often require additional approvals or licenses, so availability alone doesn't guarantee approval. The name also has to comply with Arkansas regulations. Now here's where I think entrepreneurs should start thinking bigger. Because a business name isn't just about state approval, it's about branding. Think about your future customers. Think about your website. Think about social media. Think about how people will remember your company. A great business name should work legally and commercially. Let's say your Arkansas filing clears successfully. That's fantastic. But what if the domain name isn't available? What if every social media handle is already taken? What if another company owns a trademark that's confusingly similar? These are all things worth checking before you commit to a name, because consistency matters. The easier people can find you online, the stronger your brand becomes. Now, another question I encourage entrepreneurs to ask is this: will this name still make sense 5 years from now? It's easy to create names that describe exactly what you're doing today, but businesses evolve, services expand, markets change. A name that's too specific today can become limiting tomorrow. That's why flexibility matters. You're not just naming the business you're starting, you're naming the business you hope to become. Now, once you've completed your Arkansas business entity search and you're confident in your choice, you can move forward with the formation process much more confidently. And honestly, that's the biggest benefit: confidence. Because entrepreneurship already comes with enough uncertainty. You don't need avoidable naming problems adding more stress to the process. If we bring everything together, here's the big takeaway. An Arkansas business entity search isn't just a compliance requirement. It's a risk management tool. It's a branding exercise. It's an opportunity to validate one of the most important decisions you'll make before launching your business. Search broadly, review carefully, think long term, and make sure your business name works both legally and strategically. Because the strongest companies are often built on decisions nobody notices in the beginning. And if you'd like help with the entire process, from checking name availability to forming your company and maintaining compliance, that's exactly what we do. Through our digital nomad kit, Business Anywhere helps entrepreneurs with company formation, registered agent services, compliance support, bookkeeping, and ongoing business management. You can find more information in the links below, and remember, the best time to solve a business problem is before it becomes one. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.